Happy Tuesday. We are starting to plug on through the week and get going. Let's go ahead and start and talk about our forecast for the day because we do have a dry start to the day, but we've got some showers anticipated for this evening. So let's go ahead and look into 565 in Madison. Right now, temperatures for most of us are going to be in the upper 50s. Still kind of a cool week. We're expecting to see a lot of the 50s hanging around in the forecast. And you may also see it's a little slow going. Looks like on Madison Boulevard, they're doing still some construction work. So not entirely sure on the timeline right off of how long that takes for them to get that completed, but still got some construction going. Looking across the valley, though, we're still seeing mid and upper 50s for the next couple of days. This will kind of be a little similar until we get to about Friday. We do have a second blast of cold air that's expected for Wednesday, since it's going to be a wet day all around. Going to get that rain, cold air kind of hanging around the valley. So as we continue through the week ahead, we'll continue to see some opportunities for cooler weather. Basically, the long and short of it, light jackets will be needed. Even going into Halloween, our evening for Halloween will be quite chilly as well. So we'll see a lot of these 50s around before we have a slight warm up. Now, like I mentioned, dry so far for the day, but we do have some showers that will pop in the forecast this evening. So let's go ahead and start looking. Around 5 or so, we'll see some passing showers. And what you'll notice is that these are very light, just drizzle-like showers, not even really much. Many communities won't see much rain at the moment, but we'll start to see it increase as we get into the evening hours. We're expecting some rain chances to carry over southeast for the late evening hours. So I would say maybe about 10 or so. Also need to slow this down a little bit because it's moving a whole like mile and a half faster than I want it to. Breeze will stay around for the next few days. We've had a very breezy couple of days here, so we're going to continue to see that. But rain chances overnight for the western community. If you are west of I-65, you'll see some overnight showers around 2 and 3 a.m. You'll hear some heavy rain every now and again. We've got two low areas of low pressure just kind of around us, and it's really just kind of creating heavy rain chances for Wednesday, but also kind of keeping that cooler air on our end as well. So as we kind of speed through the rest of the morning, we'll see some heavy chances of rain, downpours every now and again out the door. So keep an umbrella on standby. Wednesday's going to be the wettest day of the week. So once we get through this heavy rain chance, that really starts tonight at around 8 or so. We'll continue to see these rain chances carry over into your Wednesday morning, and this is 8:30 tomorrow, where the breeze will pick up to about 17 miles per hour. We've probably got a good gust, maybe getting up to about 20, just past it a little bit. So we're expecting to see some windy conditions as well. You can see where that low is kind of pushing it, almost swirling it around to the northeast. So we'll continue to see rain chances throughout most of the day. It won't really clear up until well into the evening. This is 6:30 now that we're looking at. Wind will start to die down by that point, but we still will have a good deal of some light showers just to note in the area. So now we're looking ahead to our holiday forecast. I know a lot of folks are excited for Halloween. We've got lots going on. I know some areas are doing trunk or treats and some early trick-or-treating stuff for a lot of the families in the communities. Tomorrow may not be the best day to, I know there's only one scheduled for tomorrow. A lot of them are scheduled tonight, and they wrap up like in the nick of time before we start to see, for lack of a better term, the bottom fall out. So, but Halloween, dry, just breezy is the expectation, and chilly. We'll see 50s right around 5 p.m. Just to note, we are starting to see the sunset closer to like 4:30. As I last checked, it was like around that. It's like very specific, but let's starting to set real quick, real soon. So we're about to lose that hour too this weekend. Keep that in mind. But Halloween is going to be a chilly evening. We get into some 40s by 9 p.m. Still a breezy day. So as you're out and about, whatever plans you may have for that Friday night, go ahead and consider maybe packing an extra jacket, something to go over your costume. Just be very cognizant and aware of that. So that's what we'll see going on for the holiday evening. Looking ahead to your weekend, though, we get back into those low and 60s. Nice and comfortable expectations for the weekend. Rain chances will kind of close by Wednesday. We may have a slight chance for Thursday, but even still, not at all as heavy as Wednesday. We may see a passing shower that morning. Rain chances will be out of the way until Sunday. We'll have partly cloudy conditions all the way through Friday up to Sunday, and our temperatures will be in those low and 60s, giving us some starts that are going to be a little chilly, though. You'll notice Saturday's low is about 38, so there's going to be some cooler evenings. Keep that in mind. Let's see if I can get our 7-day up. Okay, making sure Max is on board with me. Looking at Hurricane Melissa, this is a monster of a hurricane. Just looking at the forecasting of it and the folks that have been watching it minute by minute, this is pretty devastating. And if I remember correctly, this is the first one of the season to really cause some damage. This is the most dangerous one this season of the 2025 season. So it's set to make landfall, it looks like, in the next few hours. If not before the morning is over, it could be this afternoon. Our next update is around 1 p.m. We typically get updates at 11 a.m. and then 1 p.m. They usually start to chop down the time between updates. And we may have gotten this update earlier because, like I said, it's 11 a.m., but you see it says the next update is at 1. Sometimes when we're in these levels of high profile hurricanes where it's all eyes are on it, they typically send out updates earlier. So even though it says our next update's at 1, we could see an update by 12:30, maybe noon if it makes landfall. We'll probably see it in the next hour or so. But it was expected to be a Category 5 as it hits Jamaica. But then as it goes over the island, passing through, it still will be a Category 4, which means as we get closer to the Dominican Republic, Turks and Caicos, Cuba, lots of those areas will start to see, they'll have a passing hurricane, because as you can see, it's on the other side of all the islands by the time it goes back down to a Category 3. So this is one of those situations where you really want to be sure that if you have family and friends there, or someone who's on vacation there, make sure they are in the safest place for this time being. I think Brad mentioned a really interesting point. He mentioned that the way that they have their buildings structured in Jamaica, they're all cement based. So he's like, that's kind of the best way to go about it, because cement over anything is going to be kind of like the stronger purpose. So winds right now at about 185 miles per hour. So, and it's moving slow, only 9 miles per hour moving. So that is a monster of a storm. So you can see it even passes by the Bahamas at a Category 2 and starts taking track for Bermuda by that point. So As we get through the next couple of days, we'll kind of see our temperatures drop by Wednesday. You'll notice we get into those mid-50s tomorrow. Keep that in mind. That's our high. It's going to be chilly, quite chilly outside. As we get to Thursday, though, rain chances will start to dry out, and we'll see some upper 50s, but by Friday we'll get back to those 60s, expecting a nice, breezy, mostly sunny day. So we'll see some sunshine by that point, but you'll look at those lows and you'll see some 30s in there. We're seeing 38, 39, could be the first possible frost of the season. So if you have plants, pets that are outdoors, go ahead and start moving them in. This is one of those opportunities where we may not come across a very prominent frost, however, just want to be, I think the frost and freeze advisories, I want to say those are actually well into, Kentucky and beyond. So not really quite our neck of the woods just yet, but you want to go ahead and get into the mindset that we're getting there. We're getting real close, because I mean 39 is only 7 degrees from freezing. So looking ahead to your weekend, though, don't forget we will gain an hour of sleep, everyone. God bless. I need it. So our temperatures will be back in those 60s for the next few days. We've got rain chances carrying from Sunday into Monday. Really just slight chances of showers, especially even Thursday. Really just light chances of showers. But breeze will continue for most of these days ahead. As we get to the following week, this time next week, we'll be in those mid and upper 60s. So back to pretty comfortable levels. So that's what we're expecting for the week ahead. You can tune in at TBL coming up in a few minutes here, our noon show, and then 4, 5, 6, and 10 for a full look at your forecast. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. I'll be back here Friday for your 10:30 weather extra time. We'll be back together on Halloween. So I will see you then, and have a safe holiday if I don't see you until the weekend. Have a good one.